Hello there, Future Core. It's Brandy Keeler again, your Future Core captain, and I'm reporting in with some good news, some bad news, and some updates. Uh, Bad news first is that I was working on the most epic resource of the week email imaginable, complete with Captain Planet references and wonderful gifts. And it was in my draft box. I took a break to have a meeting, and when I got back to the email, I accidentally deleted the draft. And despite my research, I found that you cannot recover drafts deleted in Yahoo email. The good news, however, is that Resource of the Week is still on and popping. This time it's in video form. So, what's the Resource of the Week this week, you ask? Some quick tips and tricks for keeping your students motivated towards the end of the year. It's finals time. Students are taking tests and finishing classes. Summer's almost here, and some of our students may be graduating. So how do we keep them, full steam ahead on their projects and staying involved in the future project? Well, here are a few ideas. The first is to change your scenery. Many of you already have great spaces for your teams to work together and collaborate. Some of you don't have existing spaces, but find a way to make things work. Some of it may be repetitive, though. They may be within the same four walls every week. Try getting outside or try a new classroom. Try maybe meeting in the cafeteria, having a picnic at a park. Changing the scenery really changes the way people's minds work and the way that they frame the challenges that they're working on. This could be especially helpful as students are wrapping some really large projects. Getting out of their normal way of thinking may help them to come up with some strong finishes to the things they're doing. Another idea is to use positive competition. Obviously, we don't want the students to be pit against each other, but a little bit of friendly competition is never a bad thing. It actually motivates people to try harder and work to excel past their expectations of themselves. By coming up with a small, friendly game at the end of the year to see whose project finishes the best or who can complete a certain task, really gets group dynamic going and gets collaboration working even stronger than it was before. Another idea is to encourage self reflection. Now, obviously, we do coaching weekly or maybe daily with our students, and they're consistently being asked to think about the choices they make, the projects they're working on, things like that. But maybe try a year end reflection to get the students' minds thinking about all of the things they've accomplished thus far. When we think about where we've gone on our journey, it helps us feel more fueled and motivated to keep going. It actually builds momentum versus making us move backwards, which is kind of weird. So maybe set up an opportunity for your students to reflect on the journey thus far and what's left in between now and the end of the year. Showing them that it's only this much and you've already accomplished so much more than that. I know it gets my engine going. And this last idea is something your students will thank you for later. Many studies show, that dance actually improves cognitive abilities and prepares the brain for learning. So maybe try having a few dance parties. Not only will it get your students hype and y'all can dab and whatever else the panda the kids are doing nowadays, but but in addition, according to psychiatrist Dr. Joseph Coyle of the Harvard Medical School, yes, I'm reading, the hippocampus and the cerebral cortex, both of which play a role in dancing, are rewired and consequently improved with frequent use. The dynamicism required in decision making, for example, what step you need to do next, paves the way for new neural paths that make informational transition faster and better. AKA, the more your students dance, the better they are at making decisions. Let's do it. I'm about to have a party right now. Jumping through the sky, little Einstein, climb aboard. Okay, I'm done. Those are just a few ways that you can keep your students motivated between now and June 17th. Also, I've provided some links in the email below that have additional ideas for ways to keep your students up and motivated as summer draws nearer and nearer. Lastly, I have a few updates for you. Dates to keep in mind. May 21st, we have our last Future Core Leader meeting for the year. This is the time where we'll talk about some of the amazing work that you guys have done this year, what you're most proud of, and you'll get your final stipends for this amazing volunteer work that you've been doing. Secondly, June 13th, we'll be having our end of year event for all of our students, all of our dream teams, and some friends and family and whoever else has been involved in making this an amazing year in Detroit for the Future Project. So add that to your calendar now. Just put a hold on it. It's going to be an all-day event. It's going to be barbecue and announcements and awards and just fun. So keep that in mind. Save that date on your calendar. I will send more details along soon for how you can best prepare for both of those events. And in the meantime, stay amazing. Stay young, gifted, and beautiful. Okay, I'll talk to you all soon. Thanks. Bye. 5, 4, 3,